right, welcome everyone. Welcome world. Tim and Mitch and Catalina. And also, you saw it, Lex Valishvili. Welcome, my friend.
Good to be back.
Day 2, right? Thank you for coming back, by the way.
He didn't have a choice?
Yeah, we locked him in the building. But
nice
we did give him food and water, and he was very happy and content, and everything worked out okay.
Yeah, and I knew where the bathroom is, so I had everything I needed.
Is this your first time in San Francisco?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. You're enjoying it so far?
I love it.
Fantastic. Very cool. Well, we appreciate having you. We appreciate everybody in chat as well. Give them a warm welcome to Lex.
George, all these people joining.
From, I don't know, yeah, so welcome everybody. Good to have you, George and Lindsay and Oliver and everyone. Plenty of things happening today. I'm happy that you are here, that you did not run away, and I know you had to leave 4 beautiful kids and a wife, and good thing we're working on a parenting app.
Yeah.
So that's hopefully the plan today. So we can kind of step back and talk about what you did yesterday. Also talk about the challenge that we have. We're going to have a giveaway in an hour, all sorts of fun things. If we did not review your challenge entry last hour, I'll definitely get to it. So I already have a couple that I do need to review. So again, Peter, Stephen, we're going to take a look at both of yours in a bit. So boom, Jeff. Oh, Jeff's the man, by the way, because Jeff is working on the parenting app. Jeff, I think, is the one that actually submitted the logo, and he's the one that came up with the idea.
No way.
He came up with the he named the app. Name. Yeah, I think it's Jeff that named it. Again, big brainstorming session yesterday, so we really appreciate you. Thank you so much for doing that with us, and I'll have to double check on that. But he also submitted a logo. Jeff, let me know if that's true. If you came up with the name and also submitted the logo, we have 2 others to show, and I'll dive into that a little later. So super fun that we're having the community help us out.
Yep.
So this is good.
Group effort.
Group effort.
It takes a village to build an app.
Takes a village to build an app.
So quick recap of yesterday. We talked about UX mostly, and all the aspects which takes. Yeah, Jeff confirming.
Thank you, Jeff. You're the man.
Yeah, so we talked about all the components and all the steps which usually takes, like UX process contains stuff. We obviously didn't go all the steps just because it was not enough time, and then we started doing this app, which we had just an idea for, just kind of a brief and persona created and kind of goals, some business goals and stuff. And then you guys gave us a lot of ideas, awesome ideas for the name. Today we'll review some logos, but basically what we have here, we talked about the basic structure. It would have some walkthrough screens, just introducing an app for the first time users. Then the landing page for sign-ups and sign-ins. We just identified that they're there, but we're not going to work on them. And then
we're just getting right to the fun stuff.
Yes, sir. That's how we roll. So we have we identified that we're going to have home screen, where kind of your feed with all the things which you need to know, all the activities and all the places to visit.
What your kids' names are. Their age.
Just reminders, yeah.
How many you have.
With their birthdays coming up.
That's a good one, actually.
And ideas for gifts. And so basically then we're going to have calendar. That's another place for important events, which happen quite often with kids. Then shop, all the parents need stuff for kids every month. No matter what.
Kids are expensive.
Sometimes I tell myself that they don't need anything this month, but they end up needing something. So this is a place where we can recommend things, and we can curate things based on kids' ages and stuff, and also maybe support an app financially through that as well. Profile, basic user profile, and then settings, just where we'll have basic information profile. Like every app for the most part needs that. Also wanted to add some places for people to add feedback and some ideas because we want it to be inclusive. So that's what we'll be working on. We also had this piece of chat bot, kind of gamified, fun option of collecting information, because it's an important piece of the feed page in order to create all the activities and everything based on your specific situation. But it's not always fun for a user to fill up a bunch of information and fields. So we can just I might come back to it and stylize it more. But we had just kind of wireframes, and we started doing UI on the first page, which was home feed with
That's
cards.
Yeah.
So
and I like it. I think there's more going on than people realize with this, because you have some like subtle gradients in there as well. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. So yeah, every time you deal with images, it's a little bit tricky. So you'll see here, every time like overlap, text will be disappearing in some of the imagery, and most of the time you don't have control. Like you don't want to control every single image. So things like this, where just slide overlay a gradient, saves the day.
Looks good, here. And you nailed it. As far as that color of the apparent text right there, it's just kind of like the layout all like works really well.
Yeah, I'm the more warm.
Yeah, the color and everything. Those icons are looking really good.
Yep.
You did okay. So yesterday you were working on the home button, and then you started the calendar, and then also knocked out 2 more.
Yep. I couldn't help myself, but
Shopping.
Jumped in an evening.
He was like, I know I'm here in San Francisco. I should probably just explore the city. Nah, I think I'm going to work on some icons. And that's what happened. He worked on some icons.
So it happens.
So yeah, what is your favorite font for UI? It's always, or some of the best ones. So somebody does mention Proxima Nova. There's SF Pro is a popular one from Apple.
Yeah, it's iOS. There's 2 kind of predominant iOS. It's San Francisco, and for Android, material design would be Roboto. But I feel like every year there's some most featured and most popular ones.
Yeah.
I remember 2 years ago was Gotham, more rounded ones.
But that's.
It's a very like personal kind of. I don't feel like there's like, oh, this is the best out there for everything.
Yeah. So can we talk about that just for a split second? Because if this goes into sort of production, you have to license that font as well.
Yes,
if you
sir.
use whatever font, if you don't own it or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. So every time for prototyping, I guess it's fine. But down the road, you have to consider, and even from the beginning, you have to consider that most of the fonts you have to purchase license for, and those aren't cheap. A couple $100 would be a starting point. So it's either your client need to be willing to pay for it and know in advance that he'll be paying for it basically.
Yeah. Apparent. So I wanted to kind of show this really fast, just for a split second, because this is kind of cool as we're talking about fonts. I don't know if you've seen this, but this is just called wordmark.it, and I just typed in the word apparent, but this will give me that text. This actually pulls all of my fonts on my desktop.
Okay, cool.
And just kind of displays it. So this might be kind of helpful. Obviously, there's some color fonts in here. So for what it's worth, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to actually look up Weekly and Halcyon. Am I saying that right? Yadira mentions that.
Which one is that?
Third comment from the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So,
haven't used this one, I think.
Anyway, so wordmark.it is pretty cool. Kind of pulls all those fonts. Of course, we could do all that other fun stuff, use Typekit and all that. And I'm just going to get out of here because it is your show, my friend.
No, this is really helpful. Actually, yesterday night, I looked up apparent.ly.
Oh, yeah?
And so...
Tell me.
Basically, it's for sale.
I'm getting it right now. You shouldn't have said that.
I submitted an offer.
Oh.
It's one of those things, companies who buy a bunch of URLs and then they sell them or resell them.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can go and get it for...
Squatters.
Yeah. So we'll see. I didn't get a reply yet.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
We'll see.
I think we're all sitting on some URLs that we have for a bit. I don't know about you. Like, I know I am, that I'm like, oh, I need it. I have plans to turn this into something, and it's just a matter of time. I don't know. Is that the case for you?
Yeah, I had, with my daily parenting Instagram account, I was trying to get dailyparenting.com, and they say same thing, it's just for sale. And we've been negotiating, but they don't want to go lower than $7,000.
Yeah.
So I got dailyparenting.co.
That's tough.
Yeah.
All right, good to have you, Gabriella and Jay and Yadira. Welcome, everybody. Good to have you here. We have hopefully parents in the house, if you will. We're working on a parenting app. As you can see, a parent. We'll kind of take a look at Jeff's logo here in a second. Voodoo Val's helping out as well, so good to have you.
Back.
Val, when are you going to come into the office? Get down here. No, I don't know, maybe next week? I'm going to be in town. She's one of, obviously, somebody who helps us out. So, anyways, appearance, what we're working on. It's cool that we can kind of dive in the rest of this. Some of these elements, by the way, we have that top bar that you get from like UI Kit or.
Yeah, I mentioned yesterday, but basically all the UI kits for iOS, for Google Material, Microsoft Windows, they're all available here. You can download and you get, a lot of just standard your app elements, which you can. Most of the time, it's good just to have this standard elements, which will be in the app no matter what, unless you want to like override it. But most of the people don't. Yeah. But also, you can just get this standard tab bar if you're not sure what's the standard size or heading or navigation here, for example. So another thing we're using, like I connected my phone today. I'm using Adobe XD app, so it just mirrors everything I have here, and I see it on my screen.
Yeah, let's
show it.
We could do this a couple different ways. Yeah, we can check out the GoPro. Yeah, go ahead and set it in front of it if you don't mind. I don't know if it's connected just yet. We can do a couple different things if not. Yeah, let's do the screen directly because this will be even easier. Let's just do QuickTime. Let's go this way. Open up QuickTime, and super clean. And then go up to the top, File. Actually, everybody can see this. If you ever want to mirror your screen, do New Movie Recording. Actually, isn't it Movie? And then do that drop down.
People can see
iPhone.
we have green back screen.
Zoop, zoop, zoop. Boom. And we can go ahead and see what you've been listening to in iTunes.
Podcasts.
Well, podcasts. Into it. We talk about that all day long. Thank you, Jessica Smitherman, as a parent of 4. I don't know if that means children or pets, because people are also talking about pets, but thanks for joining us.
I think either one would be not easy.
Right, so yeah, exactly. Arthur says dogs count. Or Tamaguchi. So see what he's doing? He's actually on his phone right now, scrolling through this. He can make changes too as you tweak it, which again is super fun.
Here we go. You see everything is moving as
I kind of move XD off to the side so we could see it. And you're getting some. Hold on, let's get some.
Oops.
Don't worry, nobody was going to be able to read that.
Oh, was it Russian?
I don't know. Anybody know Russian out there? Because you would have been able to see. Oh, hey, can you pick up so and so on the way home? But so yeah, like even as you start to tweak some of it, and maybe not that bar, but the cook together text, just to show that it's tied together as you move it, you can see it's actually moving on his device, and it's pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Yes.
So this is really helpful. I think one of the live stream I saw somebody asking what's the size of the fonts should be used, what's the size of the icons and stuff. And there's some generic rules. I don't think iOS they use anything less than 12. But for me, best thing is just to see it on the device and see how it looks there and reference from there.
Yeah. What size is that? Is that paragraph text below?
12.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't. Yeah, going much smaller than that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is really helpful. Just to see on your screen. At home, I usually have like a stand, and so my phone is always right next to my screen. So I can just pick between two.
Yeah, so you can have that plugged in, have it always running, and it's just nice to glance at and see it working and all that good stuff.
Yeah, can I close it?
Yeah, sure thing. So, any other parents out there? Just curious, we're making you an app. Is the plan. You're doing quite well with your daily parenting Instagram account, though.
It's fun. I enjoy it.
You could say, is this kind of the inspiration for the app as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
I want to just show this off real fast. So this is just daily parenting. You kind of mentioned this a second ago. And, oh yeah, do you mind if it's...
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah. Every third picture basically is mine, my family, or my kids.
Okay. So here's the motivation for the app. Again, keeping track of these little munchkins, keeping track of their names,
Yeah, their names.
When they were born.
They're not easy to remember if not a part of the family.
I want to ask anybody if you've ever grown up in a household and you were like almost never called like the right name. If you have siblings, sometimes you're just not called the right name.
I'm guilty.
Yeah. Oh, you have
Especially
3 girls.
With my girls, yeah, like a third, a fourth. What
are their? Do you mind? Can I ask?
Yeah, of course. My son is Noah.
Noah.
My oldest daughter is Heaven. Then Selah and Taya.
Oh, so Saya and Taylor.
Yeah, Selah and Taya. They are getting mixed up quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm working on it.
Yeah, exactly. So, see, it happened in every house, Jessica. Yeah, have you ever been called the dog's name? That would be so insulting, by the way.
Wrong name still today.
Still today, Kathy. You feeling it? All right, Peter, you have you got 3 girls? Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. So, again, all in the same boat.
3.5 and 2, I feel ya. I have 4 and 2.
Well, Voodoo Val, usually I feel like they start with the oldest and work their way down. Val's the oldest in her family and amongst her cousins. It happens to the best of us. Like, it happens so much. Like, my parents called me Ronnie Ryan. My middle name's Ryan. And they'd call my brother Ronnie Ryan. Like, we were always together. Basically, Ronnie Ryan, it was like interchangeable. So my little brother actually thought each one of us was called. He would just call me Ronnie Ryan. He'd call my brother Ronnie Ryan, and he just didn't know because we were always together.
Yeah, all my kids have basically, like in Russia, your middle name is your father's name.
Oh, okay.
And so what I do with all my kids, my son has middle name Lex, but all the girls have Lexi.
Oh, really? That's pretty adorable, though.
Thanks. Yeah, it's kind of worked out.
Yeah. I think it'll work out. It'll work out well. So, yes.
I'll get a little quiet here.
Jessica's, her youngest turns 1 today. Well, happy birthday to your youngest. I think this is a case, like, this app could potentially work in that scenario. As in, like, hopefully giving you a notification at least, like, a week out saying, hey, you know what? Your child's turning 1 in a week. Therefore,
that's
order something on Amazon. And the next thing is like, what do they like? You know, can you store all that information? Again, this is a good place to do that is, you know, one kid likes X. I feel like I'd screw that up because then they'd be like, no, that was like last month that I liked X. Now I like this. I don't know.
We'll have to think this through. A little deeper logic.
Yeah. But yes, happy first birthday to your child. Your son, is that correct, Jessica? Oh, yeah, so I will actually, I need to open up a couple of things as well. Again, it was you that basically the audience out there, chat, who submitted all the names for the apps. So and this is kind of where we ended up. And some people went the extra mile and created some logos as well. So.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see those.
Yeah, super cool. Oh, it's a daughter. Sorry about that. It's a daughter. again, if you had this app, if this app was made, you would know that you have a daughter. Its birthday's in a week. That's why I can't be a parent.
Ooh. You will be. You'll be a good one.
Oh, yeah. I absolutely love kids. I really do.
With all the energy you have?
Yeah, it's mostly from these 4 drinks that are just off camera right here. Sugar, caffeine, cookie, Rockstar, water, bubbly water, because it has caffeine in it. Will there be another picture share contest? Thank you so much for mentioning that, because the answer is a resounding yes. So you can see right over here, this is what you're seeing right now. You're probably typing right in this box right here, which we really appreciate. Just go right over here to challenge, and this is your challenge today, which is essentially create 3 screens, image sharing, an image sharing web experience made in Adobe XD. And unlike yesterday, don't need to worry about a template or anything like that. This is all your creativity. Dive into it, download XD. This is your chance to get your hands dirty. So I definitely love it when people haven't even submitted anything yet. Love to hear if it's your first time in XD and your first submission. So share with us that information and share the URL once you're done right there through that URL. And by the way, this is how it's done essentially. Let's just kind of change this. But this is what I have going on is I got to ungroup this. But if you're curious, here's just a square that I've drawn, not a big deal. I can take that along with that text and I can turn it into a repeat grid right up here. Boop. And this becomes sort of my grid layout for my image sharing app. And you can close these gaps too. So as I kind of scrub over this column, I can take that down to 0 or 1. And I can do the same for the rows. Right? You're not impressed because it's just a big a big red sort of tiled squares, which are not that fantastic. But if I jump out to my desktop, I can drop in some images as I'm doing right now. Drag, drop, there's everything. Oh, by the way, you could do this. So with that text, I'm like, okay, I actually need that to say something other than hello, is what it currently says. How about if I use this txt file? I can take a txt file, drop that onto that text field, and there we have it, Cuba, Aspen. So the data is separate, but what's linked together is the style. So as I change this to white, it changes everywhere. And again, right here I have this. This is just a simple box, by the way. I initially just drew this box, right? You can see how it's, working in all instances. I can stretch that out. This red is super boring, but what I can do is I can go right over here and add background blur. So when I add that background blur, see what it does? Blurs out the background, and then I can control that. Make it darker or brighter, kind of depending on what I'm going for. I often like going darker, and I love white text because I think it just kind of jumps out at you, personally. So yeah, you get the idea. Caitlin, hopefully that gave you some time to get some work done. He's on the clock. We haven't let him go home. We haven't let him go to the hotel. So yeah, we know it's your first time in San Francisco. Make some icons. Marcine, did you like that? Was it your first time seeing it? That's good to hear. Danchi says wow, or flip that upside down, says mom, so it works either way. I remember getting a sticker when I was a kid, and I was like, oh, cool, I got a sticker. I put it on my notebook, and because I thought it said mom, when really it was just wow upside down. I'm like, cool, I got a mom sticker. It's not.
It explains a lot about you.
Yeah, there's the words. I have trouble with the words and the letters, and when you put the words in order, in the form of a sentence.
But also that you were happy about for that sticker too.
Yeah, I was like, Mom's the best. I got a mom sticker. Yes, exactly. Tiana mentions a good point. Sometimes with the small things, there's small things that can end up taking the most time. These little tedious little tweaks that you do when you're making a home button or icon and all of that. So
especially if you're a perfectionist, that's the worst then.
Command D, Jay, to duplicate. Command D will duplicate it right on top of the current item. So I usually like to keep my layers panel open because sometimes I have duplicates on top of one another. I don't know what's there. But I love if you took a bunch of SVG icons on your desktop and you drag them into XD, like a stack of them, it'll put them all side by side. It puts them out side by side, which is not, it doesn't stack them.
That's cool.
Just kind of like and like it just like that. So
Spaced out. It's awesome.
Teresa says repeat grid.
That's what I'm going to do after that. The problem is that in March there is couple. It starts basically not from Monday.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So if I would do repeat grid and just drag it down, then it would do just like this 4. So yeah, from now on, what I can do is repeat grid. Let's see, how do we have? And we need 4. Here we go. So this would be enough.
I'm checking.
Also, I'm not super happy about the fonts yet, so I might have been too early. So I want to make sure I like it how they look on the screen. So I think they're a little too big currently.
I'm trying to see if any UI kits out there would work for us. I thought I saw a calendar. Oh yeah, there's one. Okay, cool. That's kind of cool. Oh, just January and February. Man, darn.
No.
I'll just kind of switch over as you kind of tweak those, if you don't mind. Again, give you a sec. So Arturo, I know Val knows this, Mitch knows this, but essentially what you can do is you can go get UI kits right over here. Yeah, we've gotten some of these. I actually went into more UI kits and I located the dashboard UI kit right here. Open that up, and that does have some. Like this would have worked right here, but it doesn't have March. But still, it's not bad.
Yeah, it has a lot of elements.
Let me ungroup this.
Is it from the one we used yesterday?
I don't know. It's from the dashboard, so you should be able to get to it from right here. More UI kits. It's the dashboard one.
This will save us some time. I don't know. We don't
So check that out. Again, like, do what you can. You're making an image sharing app. You could use those UI kits for inspiration. You know, chances are we kind of know what's out there and what isn't. We know kind of what people have made, but at the same time, I wouldn't want, like, if it's gray text on white, nobody cares. Whether you made it or not, nobody cares. Like, I don't know. I'm a big advocate for using stuff.
Yeah, also, like, things like that, like a calendar, it's pretty, there's not like it's not important. It is important. You're talking about
But
this
yeah,
one?
why do you have to redesign it every time? Just grab it. And by the way, like, these are amazing. Just the amount of options in here. So this is just one alone. The dashboard UI kit has all these fun graphs and different things. Here you need this, sales by country. You know, wires. I like wires because everything's set up by the types of screens. So if you want onboarding or sign up, it's all right here, and pretty straightforward. So you want map stuff, that's right down here, location and maps.
Yeah, for prototyping, this is awesome.
Yeah. And by the way, like again, I've shown this before, but all this is tied together. All the colors are, so if I don't want this blue, I could just select Edit in my Assets panel, change this to pink or purple, and it's gonna do the expected.
So this is a good example how you can use it and you should use it, but in the same time, like those icons, they don't really go exactly with my style.
Yeah.
So so like either I would either ungroup them or just like change the icons to something else. Obviously, font. You have to be consistent of the font. So using.
Looks like somebody had an issue with the Lauren just opens up a blank tab. Well, here's the UI kit link. Just posting that in chat for you. Not sure why it's opening up a blank tab for you, but there it is. And as Voodoo Val says, you have less than an hour to enter the daily challenge, so feel free to do that. You're not going to need the full hour if you're drinking a caffeine drink, a Rockstar, and a Dr. Pepper. Do you need anything? You got there's like 2 coffee cups over there.
I don't drink coffee. My water is right there.
Done.
What's the challenge for this day?
The challenge is creating an image sharing
that's right.
web experience. So think big. I'm actually going to show off a couple of them. Let's show off a couple of these. Looks like we have one from Peter Bertelson, and then Stephen Bloodget. I don't know. I think they've already shown off Stephen's, but I will switch to my screen, and you can see. Again, this is Peter's. Ooh, this is interesting. So some of you might be wondering, like, what happened here for this link. He sent me the design specs preview is what he sent me. So that's why we get these like cool links. We could actually see how everything's linked up. I kind of like this. It's kind of nice. I can go in, and that's essentially what he sent me. Flare share. And what this design specs allows you to do is, of course, be able to see sizing, positioning of everything, as well as off to the side we can see the styles or the text being used and the actual content right down here. So we are a step away from giving you a download button, so that's the idea. Danielle, can we resubmit with changes? I think we're gonna have to ask Voodoo Val. Val, what do you think? Usually we like for it to be a new piece for each round, okay? So I guess if we don't recognize it from the previous stream, then you're good. So. All right. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, so just make major changes to it. You got to make it look different. Make us think that it's an entirely new design that you made from scratch, even though you've used the previous one. Yeah, I'd definitely suggest making a new design. I mean, you saw how fast it was just for me to make one. as a starting point. But competition's going to get a little more tough. And again, I think we've seen this one. We've seen Stevens before. So again, I don't think there's enough changes to this one to constitute a new entry. But again, just kind of gives you an idea. He spent a lot of time on this, clicking through each one of these buttons. Check this out. All still worth showing. All 9 are linked together. So look at that. Boop, boom, boom, boom.
Nice.
Just like that. So he did a total of 10 screens. And yeah, good stuff. Wanted to show 2 more things. I wanted to show the apparent logos. So thank you so much to Lindsay Messenger. Lindsay, I don't know if you're with us today, but we came up with the name yesterday. Actually, Jeff did. Apparent. Lindsay took it upon herself to make a logo. You can see it right here, posted to Behance, which is very nice. Apparent. Obviously, you'd have these 2 P's. Sort of parent, child, different colors. I'm kind of digging this, though. That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the color is kind of fun. I like how you make it look like a parent and child without like spelling it out. So fantastic job. All right, Felicia Rotert. Felicia, I don't know if you're with us. She did this one as well. Similar approach, but it totally works. Here's a parent with again just 2 people.
You can grow into the logo mark itself later on.
This works so well. I mean, it says app, it says parent, you get the 2 people. And we're gonna now take a look at Jeff's. That's right, doesn't Jeff make you sick? This is so good, right?
Jeff, can you read the number? Just read the number, how much time
Yeah.
have
How
you
much,
spent on it?
and just lie to us. Tell us it took you like 10 hours, because it looks so good. This is so good. He didn't try to get clever. He's like, you know what? I'm going to make this clean. I'm going to have these thick lines, which is really popular right now. And there's Jeff Gabriel. There he is. You can see an inverted version. Kind of covered all the bases.
Good. Basically, that's I think he wanted to show how it would look on the app icon.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
It's really good.
Because you're right. It would break down small, just being these lines. So like this.
Yep.
You did there we go, Jeff. Jeff says it took him all night. That's what we want to hear. It took you all night, and our job is done here because you did it for us. Arthur says good logo. So everybody give Jeff a hand.
Yeah,
give
really
Felicia
good logo,
a hand. Lindsay did a great job. Again, Lindsay, Felicia. Jeff's the ones we're going to use. So actually, again, you're still working on that, but what I went ahead and did.
Edited.
Yeah, I kind of added that. So here I am in Photoshop. I could just as easily be in Illustrator. Actually, no, I should actually jump into Illustrator because that's exactly what I did. Jeff sent me his file. Here's his file. Here's the libraries panel. And from here, I can select this logo and drop it into this library panel. It's actually being synced. We'll just call this, icon, right? So for the icon, we have that white version. A couple other items, some colors, things like that. This happens to be shared. That's what I've called it. I could have called it apparent, which would have been better. But nonetheless, all I did is select collaborate. Again, if I'm Illustrator, Photoshop, wherever. Prayer hands. Jeff, if you're on a Mac, you can actually access the little icons and use them.
Emojis?
The little emojis.
Yeah, what is it? Command, control,
I don't remember.
space, I think.
I have it in my browser. I just did this little extension right up here. So anyways, what did you call it? Command
control space, I think. As you're typing.
Command. Ooh.
Try typing something.
Oh yeah, there we go. Command control space. You can add the prayer hands or rock on. Sweet. Switching back to your screen. Oh, it didn't quite come through. I don't know why. But typically it will.
Yeah.
Why didn't it come through?
I remember they used to have this problem but I didn't have it recently.
Huh. I don't know. Comes through when I send it, but not on that output. So, cool. Yes, Felicia's working on hers. Hey, thank you, Felicia, for creating your logo. Fantastic. She's creating a submission as well. So look out, everybody. Look out. Felicia's on the case. Hopefully, if you're lucky, she didn't have a big Rockstar drink that's like the size of my head. Because otherwise, she's going to get done in no time. So good luck catching up with her. Yeah, Jeff, you can come up with you can probably get a lot of work out of this. Just submitting designs, exposing yourself to like everybody here online and showing them and what you can do.
It's a really good way, actually.
Right? And again, you're able to actually check out anybody's, typically anybody's Behance profile page by clicking on their name. So. Looks like Jeff's entered in the various contests, so
there's a few sleepless nights, huh?
Yeah, better be, because this is too good to, just another example. Shout out. That's from an illustration stream, which happens to be next week. We have an illustration. Graphic design is next week, but he participated in the illustration stream.
Good job.
All right, yes. Keep questions coming. Otherwise, we'll start the conversation.
Keep struggling with this calendar. I don't know, something doesn't feel right to me, and I cannot just let it go.
I'm not like, yeah. What do you having issues with?
I don't know. The header.
Yeah.
Look. I mean, it's just an example of, you can use somebody's element, but it doesn't mean that it's just copy and paste. If you want to make it your own, and if you want to make it feel like it's a part of the app and feels like, it's not just like separate element, yeah, you might spend quite a bit of time.
Yeah. And sometimes if I don't know what's wrong with it, it's a matter of like, you know how it goes. Like stepping away, coming back, and be like, oh, all right. Then it's very clear. Right? He steps in. But you can't leave. We haven't been able to. You only been able to make it to the restroom.
I saw the door being open a little bit.
So and that was like your opportunity. So, Rory, the app needs to basically have 3 screens minimum. So have at it, my friend. So, Danchi, honestly, I don't know the minimum system requirements for XD, but it happens to be like the lightest app that we have. Like, it is so light. Yeah. The file sizes that it makes are small. Like, if you even compare the UI kits, if you go to Apple's iOS guidelines and their different UI kits, they have one for Photoshop, they have one for Sketch, and then one for XD. XD is the smallest in file size. Plus, I could literally open up. Yes, I have a newer Mac, but I can open up I have an XD file with like 1,500 artboards. It's pretty insane. And actually, thanks Matthias for the compliment.
What did you say?
Says I have great hair.
Oh.
But nothing compared to good old Pablo Stanley this morning. He has the rock star hair. Let's not kid ourselves. I know my place. I'm like,
Side of wisdom, they say.
No. Designing Adobe XD EPL. Oh, okay. I don't think I know about that. Okay. But we do have, sounds like it's been really fun. We kind of been expanding a little bit. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have rock stars like Lexin, which is awesome. Give you some design challenges, some chances to win things. We're going to give away in 15 minutes, we'll give away some goodies. And on Mondays, we have a training stream. And on Friday, we have an XD episode going live as well. And that's a live stream, Gus? Okay, cool. Live stream on Friday as well. So in case you're not sick of us by Thursday, you have Friday to get sick of. Just kidding. It's going to be really good. Haha, Felicia had 2 rock stars. Felicia is a rock star. We appreciate you. I'm going to open up this. Check this out. You ready for this? That's looking good. I like that.
It's little things.
I'm opening up could you imagine opening up, I don't know, 50 PSD files? No, you wouldn't. It would be a dumb idea. There's 1,500 artboards in this file. Right? Again, a lot of them are duplicates, but they're all complete layouts. It doesn't matter whether they're duplicates or not. Missing some fonts, not a big deal, but you can see it right here. Yeah, way too many. Let's zoom in on this action. Zoop, 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 zoop. So we basically the team treats performance as one of the top features. So they don't let it just, it's kind of a big deal,
that's
essentially. Awesome. So the fact that they continue to work on this is pretty cool. Again, 1,500. You get the idea. And they actually use XD to design XD. Switching back over. Matthias is in the house. Yadira, how are you? How's everybody doing today? Gonna do some giveaways here in a second. Watch out, nothing was happening and nobody fell immediately to our left. He's okay. It's just the tech guy tripping over the power cord and us. No, just kidding. Let's not have that happen. Yeah, zoom out view on that kit's pretty awesome. So I do, Command 0, plus minus, right? So I pinch and zoom. I do want to actually know how to, if there's a way to select an artboard, and whichever one I'm selected, I actually want to zoom in on that one artboard. So again, I could do 100% is Command 1, and essentially what I'm doing is all this stuff right here. So zoom to selection, number 3, that's what I want to try. It goes to the selection. Would love to. Yep. Yeah, awesome. So sounds like Matthias is answering Tamara, which is awesome. We're kind of talking about additional features because you're kind of expecting maybe some micro interactions or to pop up a keyboard to show it or to highlight a button. Do you have to make a new artboard? Yes, the answer is yes. You have to do that now, but it's also a top feature. So I'm hoping that's going to come pretty soon. They just won't.
I mean, technically, you could put it in the same screen, hide it, and then when you just export it twice, once with hidden layer, one expanded, if you don't want to create additional. But I used to I like to create different ones. I can show example actually. Maybe I can. Yeah, I won't go into too much details, but I mentioned yesterday that the app can have many screens. So this was one of this was early stage of the app. You can see all of the screens, and from as I said, a walkthroughs.
I like this, man. It's nice looking at this.
To login, see this guy?
Yeah. Who is that? Who is that dashing young man?
Young.
There we go. I use that term like really loosely. No, just joking.
Yeah,
I'm messing with you.
I know. I feel like I'm 26, but I'm not. Yeah, so another example. You can sometimes, like, I wanted, because it was cross-platform, kind of universal app. So sometimes you design specifically for iOS, sometimes for Android, and sometimes if you notice, for example, Uber, open it on Android device and iOS, it looks identical. So they kind of break the rules of material design and iOS suggestions. So that's what we did here. But still, like, sometimes you still show some elements. And what I wanted to show is like every stage with the keyboard and without keyboard. So like without keyboard, when you just click on typing, and then how typing looks like.
Do you have, is that prototyped too? Is that linked together in prototype or no?
Could be actually.
Do Command A if you select all. Okay, good. Looks like some of it is linked up. So yeah, you can kind of see some of those interactions. Cool, but this is a great example. I like looking at this.
Clickable. Yeah.
I feel like this is something we shouldn't look like. Is it okay that we're looking at this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't. I don't think. I love the company, but I don't think it will make it to the world.
Okay. Gotcha.
So we're good. And plus, my NDA was for 6 months. It's been more.
Okay. Lex works with a lot of startups, and a lot of stuff is under NDA. So he's like, "Hey, I haven't been able to update my portfolio because everything's like top secret."
Yeah, most of that NDA is basically agreement that you're not gonna publicly show or share with anybody anything. You can just say that you work somewhere.
Oh yeah. So Jerry, sounds like it's your very first time downloading Adobe XD.
Oh, it's exciting.
Thank you, my friend. Good to hear. I will happy to show you some tips and tricks here in a second. Just give me one. I'm kind of clean this up. Let's actually do. Let me kind of take people through this really fast. Just some quick shortcuts, just so you know. In XD, Karen already talked about repeat grid, right? Repeat grid will repeat all these. Everything's fine. I'm gonna close those gaps. I want to do one other thing real fast, because if I want to sort of make a secondary screen, what I would typically do is duplicate this, Command D. Hold on, what's wrong with me? D. There we go, Command D. Duplicated it. The second one, what I typically do is scrunch this up, this repeat grid, because I just want to show this first item. So I scrunch it up, and then I can ungroup it. So let's ungroup that guy. Boom. It's ungrouped, because I just want this one item. I can expand it out just like that, and there I have my detail screen. From there, I'll go into prototype right up here at the top, Jerry, just so you know. Select prototype. Selecting this first item gives me this. If I can select it, I can have it linked to something. So that's that little arrow. You call them spaghettis. We get the little spaghettis or noodles. Adorable. Point it to this second screen. What do we get? The ability to, I don't know, dissolve. We could do a slide left. And we'll actually increase the duration by 1 second so everybody can see it. That's all you need to do. Click play, click, like that. Once you're done, right up here, we did get a submission where somebody published the design specs, which gives you a URL. That's for developers to get this positioning and all that fun stuff. You want to do publish prototype. And this is what I would suggest is like image share, Paul Tranny, put your name in there if you're doing an entry. Open in full screen is really smart because it'll make it look nice and gorgeous. Allow comments because we want to say nice things about your app. Click publish, and that's what will give you the link. All right. So So Peter, great question. To share this on Behance, what I would do is I'd copy the embed code. So right there, copy the embed code. That's going to give you this code right here. It's just going to move this down. And this is the embed code that you just paste into Behance. Pretty straightforward. If you wanted to, you could record a video. You could upload that video. You can export the screens. All that fun stuff. Arturo, sorry if I went a little fast, but that's why this is being recorded. You can actually rewind a couple minutes and play it back. And again, at the end of the day, you end up with that link, wherever it is. So yeah. How's this looking? I like how as you're working, I actually see it within the context on your device, which is really fun.
Yeah, you kind of can adjust all the size and everything.
Into it. Very cool. Let's get rid of this. Daniel Musa, our guest, just walked in. Our next guest. He has about an hour. Thanks for coming early. We always get nervous when we don't see our guests till like minutes before they go live. Make sure he doesn't leave this room. You're lucky. We kept Lex in here all night, by the way, because we were concerned about him enjoying San Francisco too much.
Like me in.
Yeah, so does it link up with iStock for comping? Yes, it does. And we can show you how to do that. Oh, that's super fun. What a great question. Such a good question. This is what I love because I can actually sync a couple of preview images to the library we're sharing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'll do. I'll search for family. I hope this is okay. I don't mean to take over.
Go ahead. No.
I'm just trying to give you some images because if you need some more images, I can kind of send them your way. Oh, by the way, I think we need tall images. First of all, I've already licensed that one. Let's do this. We're going to view by vertical, or I could even do square. What size do you need? Do you need square or vertical, or does it matter?
Vertical works because then it's easier to.
Okay, have some room to crop it and all that. So that's what I'm sorting by. Let's go into photos only. Let's take this one right here, for instance, and I'm going to save a preview too. We just called it shared. Here's our shared Creative Cloud library. And when Lex is ready and he needs more images, he'll just access that library in Adobe XD.
So I'm pretty much done with the calendar.
Good choice of colors, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're just sticking, with this. Felt like an images worked, so we just need to adjust the logo.
What's the difference between the underlines for the dates and the little notch taken out?
Well, you know how sometimes in the regular calendar you can separate between like this calendar, or there's like national something.
National holidays.
I just wanted to point out that it's my birthday on March 18th.
What, your birthday?
Yeah.
Wait.
In 2 days. Oh, well, not in 2 days. In a couple of days.
Yeah, so 14th. Saturday? Sunday. That's awesome.
So it's something like we could
Lex's birthday is this Sunday. Very cool.
show. So this is the active stage.
I didn't know your birthday was a national holiday, but I guess it is.
It should be. I don't know. It should be. So moving to the next, I feel like it's pretty good. Next one would be shop. Profile, what should we do? Let's do shop. Artboard.
So I think in about another minute we could do a giveaway.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just a fun giveaway. Yeah. All right, so let's just get some hype in the chat. Be like, hey, what's up? What's up, Lex? Happy early birthday to you. But basically, respond in chat. That's how you enter to win this fantastic sketchbook, Adobe XD. See right here, gorgeous. This is what we're winning today. Filled with all of the answers to life's questions, which is fantastic.
I wish I could just do two in the same time and to participate too.
Right? And but it actually has a grid system in it. We have some nice pins as well. Basically rated the XD department, some XD stickers as well. So just give us some hype in the chat. Be like, yeah, notebooks. Happy birthday, hype. Whatever you want to. And that's how you enter. So gotta make sure somebody's at the end of that keyboard. Somebody alive. So if we do say your name, we need you to respond. So now is not the time to go to the restroom, for instance. So yes, monster hype, whatever you want, free stuff, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for that. Paper, you want some paper? Yowza. And the Adobe Live team will go through and painstakingly research everybody's background, kind of talk to all your exes to see how you were as a boyfriend or girlfriend in the past. If everything checks out, then we'll give you the... But George Hobson does say, please.
You scared two people away just now.
I did. Pride's like, whoa, I don't need you poking around in my background. No, thank you. But we have a winner, and her background checks out. Michelle Lamb. Michelle Lamb. Congratulations, Michelle Lamb. Clap. Michelle Lamb, thank you so much. You win these fantastic gifts. We would give you more if we could, but right now, we'd love for you to fill this with a bunch of cool ideas, as well as pins and stickers and all that good stuff. So it's all yours. Just make sure you respond in chat. And we will contact you via Behance. So yes, now Adobe Live is stalking you. So, whoop whoop. Don't worry. 27 minutes as that clock shows just below my laptop. Shoop. There, I see. Is the challenge, so you can enter in the challenge to win when you're a Creative Cloud. So that's your next chance to win. In less than 30 minutes. Michelle Lamb with the fancy hat. I like her little avatar. Fancy blue top hat. Congrats. All right, so let's let's see where the entries are at now. Thank you, Eduardo and Gemma. Looks like you've entered some prototypes, so I appreciate that.
All right, now I'm pretty happy with calendar. As I design, I realized that some of the elements on the tab navigation should be uniquely on home page, like this filtering thing.
I guess what's this green again?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Okay. All right. Just making sure I get clearance for all the ones that I'm going to show. We have 1, 2, 3 entries so far, so that's fantastic. So, can you create symbols? The answer is yes, Jerry. I like that you're saying these questions because Jerry just downloaded Adobe XD, so you can create symbols.
Just diving right in.
Yeah. Right. I'll show you where that's at. Actually, let's do file. Oh, good question. Felicia asks, if you make a repeat grid and you insert an image, how can you move that image inside the box without moving the box? That's a great question. Because typically when you draw a square and you drop an image into it, it's always going to fill it from edge to edge proportionately. Okay, and how can you change that? And I'll come up with an example. This short of I'll make an example. If you give me 1 second.
Let's see.
All right.
Okay. You're looking, or is it?
There we go.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Let me go to, just wanted to show this real fast. So this is kind of what you run into, sort of like you have a box right here. I'll draw it out really fast. And if you drop an image into it, it's always going to cover it. It's going to go from edge to edge proportionately, right? Like how can you move that around? And I was trying to find like a better image to kind of show this. But essentially, like how can you adjust this? So maybe the Eiffel Tower, this Tokyo Tower, when I scrunch this up, it's like we kind of lose the tower. What if it's going to be that tall? Like how can we adjust that? And this is typically what you do is you just drop in the image and then you mask it out, is what it comes down to. Here's my image, shrink it down, and then you have to mask it out. There it is. Draw that box on top, right over the tower, select both. With them both selected, go to Object, Mask with Shape, and that's going to give you control over sort of moving the image around. And the cool thing is this could of course be any shape. So, Arthur, we have faith in you. You can make an entry in 22 minutes. And it looks like Jerry, this is really good to hear. Jerry, you figured out how to make symbols, so that's really good news. To make a symbol, it's like if I want to make this symbol, just drag it. Oh, excuse me. With it selected. Oh, thanks, man. Just click right over here. It's this little plus button. Click, and now it's added. And I know that it's a symbol because it actually gives it this green line right here. So now I can drop it out and place it wherever I want. You get the idea.
I got those links.
How's everybody doing? Boris, your trial's over with? No. No, I'm sorry. All right. Ooh. If you...
I wanted to show that, like, I'm just like thinking, like the image. I wanted to show how I can drop and then from here license right away.
Oh, yeah. I haven't done that yet, so that's cool. Oh, there you go. Boom, license it.
So first I said preview. That had some credits, right?
Yeah, Matthias, maybe chat is quiet because everybody's working in XD. They only have like 20 minutes to go, so everybody's like pretty quiet. But Yadira, it is 5 p.m. after 5 p.m. now, so he's 100% devoted to the challenge, which is fantastic to hear. So again, here with Lex Valishvili from Russia via Portland, where you've been for 10 years now.
Yeah, just transitioning.
Super cool. Yeah, so I'll kind of check the entries right now as well. Just kind of take a peek, see where everyone is at. See how the competition's looking. It's actually still looking really good, so you're doing quite well. I have actually technically 3 entries available, but I know they're all going to start rushing in any second. Gabriella, it's also your first time using XD. That's off to you. Golf clap. If it is your first time using XD or your first time joining us on the stream today, we'd love to have you say hello so we can say hello back and get to know you, and probably stalk you on Behance as we can click on your name and all that fun stuff. Sweet. That's looking good. I actually put some images in our little shared library, but I can add some more as well.
Yeah, I'm
if you need
thinking
more.
something what could potentially be in like a shopping experience, fashion or clothing.
Ooh.
Because I think you researched family
mine
related.
And I, honestly, a lot of mine were like a little too picturesque and just not what I was looking for.
Oh, this one, I think this works pretty good. I even thinking to reuse it twice. So by masking, I'm hiding the boy, but I'm thinking to use him in another one.
Clemens is apparently yelling since he's typing in all caps. Okay, that's good to know. I hear you loud and clear. And Clemens, we do have yours in, so.
Excitement.
Mitch, I'm going to stalk you on Behance. I will gladly stalk you, my friend. I'm stalking you. Fantastic. There you go, Clemens. Just turn off that caps lock. Hey, it's okay. We're
We're cool.
use your. I'm just thinking for some people it might be like midnight, and it might be a quiet evening. They're trying to keep it very quiet, and then you get all caps coming through. It's like, whoa, wow, are we yelling? Dana Pride's first time using Adobe XD. That's awesome. Hello, Gabriella from Sweden. Who doesn't love Sweden, by the way? Gosh.
A lot of
You've
good
been to
things on there.
Sweden?
IKEA. Land of IKEA. At least thank you for that.
I feel like everybody there was like just so much cooler and just like more buttoned up and tall and beautiful and slender with designer shoes and tailored.
All this
Like
minimal-
they made me feel like a frumpy American.
Minimalistic furniture and stuff.
Yeah. They were all cooler and I just was like frumpy, short American. I felt short. Like everybody there was taller than I was.
And blonde.
And I'm 6'4" too, by the way. Just kidding. And blonde. They don't know.
I'm
If I'm 6'4", you're like 7'2".
I'm 6'3".
Gabriella, are you 6'2"? Probably tailored, dressed to the nines. I bet you that's the case. All right. Hello from Brazil, Giuliani. Good to have you here. All right, Martin's here. Good to have you. David from Sweden as well. Another person that's just cooler than at least me. Yeah. Tim knows I'm not that tall, and Tim is actually could probably crush me. So I'm always very nice to Tim because he's a little bit on the taller side. Oh, sorry. Metrics in Sweden. All right. Steve Morris, greetings from Washington, D.C. Colombia is in the house as well. So again, if you're joining us, let us know where you're from. Always love to hear that. Colombia is my favorite country in the Americas, I'd say.
You been there?
I have many times. It'll chew you up and it'll break your heart. You'll fall in love with it and then it'll just break your heart because you eventually have to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you? And Nicole Anderson's from Portland as well. Your
nice
home
neighbor.
Yeah, city. That's very cool.
I think it's raining today there.
You're guessing, and you're probably right. Just kidding. That's right. Poland's in the house. Gregor, fantastic. All right, so Martin Vanderswan, thank you so much. We got your submission in as well. You're killing it, people. You're killing it. Oh shoot, I should be. You could save, by the way. Change that. Do that drop down. You might be able to change too. Scroll down in that little because I think you need more of those. They're shared. So if you want to save directly to the shared, you don't have to.
Oh.
I'm just saying it's there. If you could pick if you could be from another country and have their accent and be from there, what other country would you say?
Let's see. I like Scandinavia in general, but not sure about accents. Probably would be either British or French.
Okay.
If Michael is watching.
He's trying to suck up to the boss. So you'd be you'd like Scandinavia, British, or French might win out. Very cool. Voodoo Val says Ireland. Oh, Irish. Germany. Wow, I was not expecting Germany. No offense. But
I feel like German is really like strong.
You know, compensating for that language in apps is like a whole other thing too. We love our fellow Germans. Tim is actually in Germany, right? But you are not German, Tim. Am I right? Danish? Peter would say Danish. Danes. Alright, so cool.
Portuguese. My dad speaks Portuguese.
Okay, you are. Is that right, Tim? Yes, I am. You are German? Okay. Germany in the house! George Hobson said it'd be Spanish for him. From Spain. Tim's born and raised in Germany. I did not know that. Dutch.
I have some friends living in Germany. Wanted to visit for a while.
Oh, nice. All right. The most interesting accent is Norwegian to me. I feel like the Norwegian accent, or just that language, is like bird singing, is what it sounds like to me. It sounds like birds are singing. So.
I want to hear it now.
Yeah.
Are you good with accents?
No, I'm horrible with accents.
Mixed to us.
I must say that you pull off this this Russian accent quite well.
I do?
Because off camera, he's totally speaks like an American. Off camera, he's fine. Only on camera, he just like, hey, I'm going to try to convince everybody I'm from Russia, and it's working. Yeah, they don't know. Lots of people choosing Germany. Shout out. Love it. All right. You have about 12 minutes to get your entry in. Yes, David, I have to admit, getting a nice mix of everybody from all over the world, super fun. Again, Pablo from Mexico, Alice from Italy, Lex. I mean, you are Russian. Most people live in the U.S. now. Daniel's coming from Ukraine. So,
yep,
that's looking good, man. I love it. Those are great photos, man. So,
all from. I should just listen to this one too. It's with a watermark, but see, those who seek, they find.
yeah, they do. Look at those kids having all sorts of fun while making a mess in the kitchen. That's ridiculous.
That's when you know it's staged.
Right? When they're happy making a mess, they know they shouldn't be making a mess. Oh, Bjorn won. Was it yesterday? Am I correct? And he's from Norway, checking in. Prize a fantastic accent. Yeah, where's Jan Eric? Martin, yes, we do have your entry. I'll actually probably dive in to the entry as you license those images. Maybe that might be a good time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, All right, let's dive into this. I'm gonna show you a couple of entries that we have so far.
File sharing.
Yeah, Flare Share. I like the name. Let's go full screen. This is bad. Wow. So we can get info on this one. Ooh, little pop out. Cool.
Nice.
Little interaction. Let's explore. Is what we're doing. We can search.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Little pop up there. Let's go to upload. Choose a file to upload. Title. All that good stuff. Let's go to the profile. Peter, dad, husband, and UX designer. Great little profile photo. And everything's in here. I like how everything's kind of like self-contained within one experience, which is nice. And he's built in everything. Like this closes, info for photos. We can dive in and search.
You don't have to jump from one screen to another.
Yeah. So, great job. And I assume this is Peter's. So, great work. Eduardo actually embedded his, which is very cool, into Behance. Looks like it had a number of screens. First of all, everybody make note of his email address. Jerk. Oh, Eduardo, good job. So, log in initially, have all those photos in the background. Then you can dive in, you can search. Everything's kind of tiled, kind of like Pinterest style. Clicking into an image where you can add a comment and then visit their work, I assume, as well. So, Eduardo, good job. Yeah, I'm stalking you now. Next up, How I Saw It. That's kind of a fun name for an app. How I Saw It. Submit my entry. I like that background, how it's like
grayed out a little bit.
Yeah, just grayed out. Upload. Thank you for your submission. You go back. And let's make sure I hit all of those. Yeah, perfect. I think that one's nice.
Nice.
The splashy file sharing app. Come down here. Just check that one out. Looks good. Let's share it. Right there.
I can see potential animation.
Shared. Very cool. Splashy is really well designed. Then you have Kofus. Let's dive into starting out into the feed. Let me go back one. So sign up. Here's the feed now. I can take a look at this photo. Snowboarding, get a little info on it, which is really cool. They did a little sort of micro interaction there. Clicking on your different friends, see their work, close that. What else we got? Blog. Nice big experience. Very nice. I'm kind of digging the color too. Notifications. And then we can go, again, that's to the profile.
I like the layout.
I mean, this is a lot of work. Like, this takes time. And what they might have done is they could have done just a screen cap in Adobe Stock, which is totally fine. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Sure, do it. But it's still a good design. Like, I like this.
Life
Yeah. Isn't that nice? So, Kofus, I'll have to check the name who made this, but good work. Oh yeah, Kofus was done by Martin. Man, everybody's like stepped up their game. Competition's getting intense.
And it's only day 2.
Day 2. Oh. I'm into it. Oh, I forgot one screen. I'll go back. I can just kind of check it. You have 8 of them. I clicked into the blog screen. Clicked into feed. Clicked into notifications. Oh yeah, I guess I missed. Ooh, I missed this screen. So again, really fast. This is Martin's. I'm not sure how I got to this. I was supposed to be able to click on this. So maybe when I clicked on this, and then I click again, that's it. You get info, click once, or maybe that's a rollover.
Yeah, probably.
And then you get. This kind of vibrates a little bit, but I really dig the color. Like, I think this is kind of a unique color to pull off, but it actually kind of works. I don't know if everything needs to be that color, but I like it.
Yeah, I don't know if I would use it on top of the picture, just because I mentioned earlier, like pictures such a variety of colors, and it's really hard to match. So maybe there I would change it, but everywhere, like on a white background, looks really nice.
Yeah. Okay, so Martin, it is a hover, and then you click and dive into the details, and that's off to you, my friend.
I'm just working away.
Hey, Clemens, you need to you still got your caps lock stuck. I hope you got. So, Marianne, for prototyping, I'm sure Lex can use Adobe XD to prototype.
Yeah.
Correct?
That's what we're going to do. Probably after I'm done with 3 screens.
Because he's hoping he will win Creative Cloud for a year if he gets yours done in time.
Oof.
There we go, Clemens. Thank you, my friend. Lowercase inside voices. I know for people in Europe, it's late. Inside voices. Keep it chill. Argentina's also in the house. Oh, actually, I haven't been to Argentina. All right. Argentina, que rico. It means like really cool, right? Why am I? I mean, I think that's what it means. Rico means cool, right?
I wouldn't know. I haven't been there.
Okay, Clemens, I'll take a look at yours real fast.
I would go to Brazil. I know I don't have to have visa to go there.
Yeah, and it takes like a month to get. It takes time to get that visa.
I don't have to have one.
Oh, you have a Brazilian visa?
No, I have Russian citizenship as well. I have dual. So with Russian citizenship, you can go to Brazil with no visa.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen?
They have the agreement.
Where'd that come from? It's pretty fascinating.
Learn something every day.
Yeah, Rico Suave. Yes. Very cool. Very international group we have here. All right. All right, Eden, did you happen to submit one? Hats off to you if you didn't have a lot of time and you still pushed one through. Yours should be called Suploader. I think that's it, Eden. So, Eden votes for the Portuguese accent. Awesome, fantastic, cool. Yes, so we did get in some more submissions. You have, as it shows right below me, less than a minute to get your entry in. So push it on through. Better hurry, Arthur. It's down to the wire. Don't worry if you don't get it in this hour. We will cover in the next segment with Daniel Musa right over there. He's getting ready. He's doing his stretches. He's stretching, doing a little yoga, some downward dog, upward dog. And he'll be up in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Ooh, I love it. Arturo, the last 2 days have been epically fun, which he spelled epic.ly. Because that's basically that we were talking about how that's the hot thing to do these days. So well played. All right. 30 minutes. 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 30 Oh, interesting. That's what this is.
Oh, that was submission.
It's used Marvel
Oh, okay.
to do the prototyping.
Yeah. I haven't done anything in Marvel for web before.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to tackle that. Lauren, Ebby. Ah, you guys are killing me. Get more entries in here. Yeah, so Eden, if you could help me out and make sure you just hit that publish button in XD. Super easy. Thank you, Gabriella. Arthur got yours in as well. And then Lawrence. But time is up. That's the deadline, as Voodoo Val says. So, thank you everybody for submitting your prototype. Hopefully you learned something. Again, just a good way to just kind of dive into this and check it out.
So
All right.
Quick prototype for the 3 of the screens.
Yeah, minimum of 3 screens. We've noticed more and more people keep adding, and so Alex Kirchev, I don't know why. I would love to know why XD is crashing, because there's no, I don't know. I'm not to say that it doesn't, but I mean,
I never had it crash.
yeah,
It's such a light program.
yeah, super light. So
that's what we have so far. We have a homepage with the feed, different activities or cards. And then we have a calendar with events or something to do. And we have shopping page with clothing or books or something else. There's going to be kind of as a sliding carousel.
nice.
So that's where we're at so far.
We need to, I guess maybe not today. Maybe we'll do this tomorrow. Will we continue this tomorrow as well, or what do you think?
I wanted to do something different, redesign.
Okay, we could do something different.
Well,
We also have the logo and stuff, but we
Oh,
don't
yeah.
necessarily have to integrate it. It doesn't have. I don't see where it's going to go right now, though.
you shared with me, right?
All right, George Hobson, thank you for joining us. He says he has to go. Again, might be 2 a.m. Hey, no problem. Just keep us on. We will use our inside voices. But thank you so much for joining us. We're going to review the entries right now.
Let's do this.
So, and you can see that shared. Perfect. There's that shared library.
Yep.
Let's
Let's
I don't know
see.
where that goes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can dive into this. Make sure we're at our latest and greatest. So thank you everyone for submitting an entry. We're going to take a look at share clicks. Again, it's a photo sharing app. Has to have 3 screens. Web experience. Expecting something larger. So let's log in. Very bold of you to use these nice little marker font. Let's kind of see explore.
Is it zoomed in?
Landscapes, portrait. No, I don't. Oh yeah, sorry, it was zoomed in. So again, starting at the top, we have home, people that you're following, which is cool.
Mhm.
So we go into explore.
Is it still zoomed in a little bit? No?
No, it's just full screen.
Okay. So the logo touches the top, and so this kind of throws me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go into
Portraits.
portraits.
Nice.
Cool. Card style.
Mm-hmm.
Profile. Naveen.
Bio.
Uh-huh.
Support. Mm-hmm.
Log out. Cool. Good job.
But log out was different side screen. Was it?
No, it looks like it's the same size. It's full screen right now. I'm going full screen with it.
Yeah, but still click on log out. No? Okay, like this kind of confused me a little bit.
So yeah, this is good. I agree with you. Like kind of the fact that it's touching right there. You got a lot of space that you can kind of work with. But it's really cool. I like this sort of card view. Nice depth of field. I know what I need to focus on. And
You can see what's next.
Just kind of check the font size, check like why are you using this font and why are you like just have a reason for why you do things, I think.
And also if you have some kind of custom font, at least one, and it's okay to have one, but it's really hard to match it with another custom font. So if you have one which is more unique, then I would suggest the secondary font to be more generic.
Yeah, good call. And again, think about what the font like says about the brand. But hey, great entry, like 5 screens, well played, good job. So this one also is full screen. We can log in. This is Felicia's. Let's go ahead and log in. Adorable.
Right on our theme today.
I love it. Yeah, we're gonna share these. Let's share too. All these platforms
Nice.
would be awesome. So good job. Again, we can save one. Very cool. And it's just adorable pictures. Anytime you can let the pictures shine, really, those ones are working out pretty well.
Yep.
Let's go to crowd photo. Photosphere, crowd finding for photography. I like it already. It's nice. Let's start a project. Let's go ahead and add a cover.
Ooh.
What? Let's name the project. What in honor of... Oh, so appropriate for today. Adding some information, giving it a category. Great job. How much money do you need? All of it. Submit. Thanks for your effort. Back to your projects. Wow, good job. And let's just make sure I can't click anywhere else. Yeah. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. It's not. You know what I really love is this stuff. Like that's like just nice and tight. Good use of the font. There's like a little bit of spacing between the letters, the characters.
That looks good.
Soul color. We're protecting their identity, apparently, those two people. Let's go into yellow. Oh, yeah. John Doe. If that is your real name. We can go back. And again, the other one is the soul color right here. All 3 screens are there. Yeah. Sure, kind of sampling from the photo.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it kind of supports visually.
I like this, too. That's fun.
Yeah. The information structure is nice.
Yeah, good job, Gabriella. Great job. This one is just Untitled Share Space. Let's go ahead and upload our photo. Let's drag and drop it. There it is, fireworks. Let's go ahead and share to Facebook or Twitter. Great job. Sure.
Easy enough, step by step.
Yeah. Possum. Pun of the day. Possum pics. I love puns, I'm realizing.
People are really creative with the names.
You're into it. Like, you like dad jokes and stuff? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I've just clicked on that photo. Photo submitted by the person. Pupper lover in this case. Let's go back. We can see we have actually 4 hotspots. I mean, that one. Kitty Kate. And then let's go into this top bar. How do I upload my photo? Step 1. Cool. All right. Let's just, those are a number of entries that we have. I'm just kind of switching screens because...
So you want to narrow it down?
Yeah, let me make sure that, yeah. And we're back on you. There you are.
Yeah, I'll just try to implement logo.
Oh yeah.
On like a landing page or something.
Possum Picks gets the cute vote, but we have quite a few to go through today. I'll get these pared down. All right.
Yesterday you narrowed down to 2 for me.
Today, hey man, it's day 2. Competition's getting fierce.
Game on.
It's game on up in here. So, Eden, man, thank you so much for attempting to enter. I think there was like some issues, but again, I have to. It's unfair to everybody else if we can't. We have to let everybody kind of stick to the simple rules of just using XD and publishing through XD. So that's kind of what we're going with. You meet the criteria, you're entered for a chance to win when you're Creative Cloud. And best of luck to everybody. We have it narrowed down to the top 5.
Okay.
All right, you ready for this action?
Let's do this.
All right, my friends. So, starting at the earliest, so again, these were, I'll just do a refresh, by the way, just in case. This was an earlier one to submit, should still be qualified. Voodoo Val, if I misspoke at all or whatever, let me know. But this one had a lot of those interactions, so it's like, right in here, clicking on that.
Yeah.
Searches, right? So upload everything within one interface, which is
that's
nice.
what I like.
And great job on the photos, because these are this sells it. It's gorgeous photos. I love this. Like, look at this, the blur. That looks really good.
Yeah, I didn't notice right away.
Super. And they increased the brightness on that blur too. So this one's really nice. Daily photo challenge. Let's go ahead and submit the entry. Come in here, submit. Thank you for your submission. Go back to the home page.
I like the tones and pictures are really on tone as well.
Oh yeah, you're right. It looks so good. We have splashy as well. Again, probably feels the most like our Instagram, Flickr.
Flickr, okay.
Come in here. Simple and clean, nice big image. Let's highlight that image. And what else can we? Let's make sure I got it all. Oh, there's 5 screens. Oh yeah, share right down here. That's the one.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
Let's click through. Make sure we got all of them shared.
Nice.
All right. Kofus. I don't know where this name came from. Just kind of curious. This had the rollover, and then you click through to see the image, and then close it out, and then you can also kind of follow your friends.
Stories.
And then go into blog. And this is where I think the design started getting pretty good. Like, this is pretty good. I almost want this to go a little further out, or something. I kind of feel like it needs to go further out. This is probably my favorite page out of all these is this. By the way, there's notifications right here. But I like this
notifications
page.
pop down, right?
Yeah,
Drop
exactly.
Down.
It's like a little pop-up.
Yeah. I like the stories. Everything has stories now. Even
we saw
Skype.
Yeah. Kofus, and this is the last one, which is Photosphere. Great design. Just kind of clicking to see if I can find let's go home. Okay, there we are. This is the one. Start a project.
Yeah,
and they went through all of that.
That's nice.
So,
you took a different approach.
Yeah, I just think this screen is like super clean and nice. But
Yeah, left alignment, all the menu right there. You can probably, is it a filtering? Oh, collections, yeah, you probably click and then images on the right changes as well.
Yeah.
Whew, cool. Tough. Okay, so.
Yeah, thanks for that, everybody. Thanks for making this hard on us, for picking the best one. Yeah, thanks for that.
And taking time as well.
What does Kofus mean? I don't know.
Try reading it backwards. Remember somebody...
I know. I did Suffolk. Oh, it could be Kofus, could be focus, a take on the word focus. Maybe that's it.
Catchy.
Yeah, it works. So let's just kind of get. So I like this. The size of the text, that's what bothers me. For these.
Yeah. Also, I would play around with bold versus light, where logo would stand out more a little bit.
But it's.
But I like the kind of a sliding element for sharing, and the profile looks good.
Yeah. Oh, see,
everything is
what they
there.
could have done here, so notice how they had this blur here. They could have made this the blur as well.
Yeah.
Blur background.
Yeah.
But again, I hate to get critical because these are so sharp.
Yeah, and in this amount of time too.
You know, again, kind of like
Mhm.
trying to highlight the best of each screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this one's okay. I don't, you know. Yeah, this one's nice too. So what do you think, man? Give me your top two.
Okay, top two. I might have top one.
Oh, good. What is it?
So first time I was in contact with Adobe is when I was featured on Adobe blog.
Mm-hmm.
And the question I was asked is, what's my favorite app UI-wise? And at the time, it was Pinterest. Just because of the cleanness and layout and animation. I think they took it out right now, but like you could click on the image and just animation would come up and just like... And there's one which really reminds me of Pinterest, which is further this one. Maybe it's the color closeness as well, but this layout, I just really like it. First of all, the layout of the images. Remember yesterday at one of the submissions we talked about how to group pictures with different heights and like vertical versus horizontal. You know, here's everything is done, looks clean. I like the stories. It's also a different approach, you know. And the profile or the page which you like the most. Yeah, this top part just looks really cool.
Yeah,
to
just
me.
the simple angle right here, tweaking that, large photo. Yeah. And again, I think it's a risque, you know, like going with this color. Like, I don't know, but it totally works. I'm totally like interested in it.
Yeah, white space here just balance everything out and makes it like, you know, come together.
Well, cool. Well, I would say that this is our winner, Kofus.
Good job.
Yes, it is. The name is confusing, as you mentioned, but it is the winner. So congratulations. Who is this? We'll have to check. Let's just switch over and do our little clapping. Yay.
Good job.
Congratulations
It was worth it.
to our winner. Is that Martin's? Yep. Martin Vander Zwan, who's I like his it's built into his last name, Vander Zwan. Vander Wan, is that what we're gonna call you? Because you've won before, my friend. I know you have. Adding to what he now has 27 years of Creative Cloud paid for.
Just think of in money equivalent, it's really nice.
And hats off to Jeff. Jeff Gabriel came up with the name for this app and also created the logo because he's that awesome. You should see this thing. This is pretty good. Just saying.
The logo?
Yeah, I was looking at Daniel when I said that. Daniel's up next. Daniel Musa, Michael Shays. Again, really cool designers, people participating. So, good job, Martin. Everybody says good job. Thumbs up. He has so much Creative Cloud. He's just like pass it down to his children and his children's children. And I'm not saying you actually can do that. I don't know. But I also think what a cool giveaway would be for us one day is to have like Creative Cloud for life. I'm sure Lego would like freak out over that. But wouldn't that be kind of awesome if you won?
Can you
Creative
email me
Cloud?
when this was happening?
When that's happening. And you... That would be cool. Well, Martin, for someone still learning, you're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
So how do you upload the XD file to Behance? First off, you don't need to upload it to Behance. Just so you know, you can just... Again, that's what we want you to do. I'll just switch over. You create your design, as you see here. Right up here, publish prototype. Okay, if you can't do this or this is broken, then I'm like, where did you get Adobe XD if that's broken? Because I'm like, wait a minute. Like, what are you doing? So you don't need to embed into Behance, but for your portfolio, definitely do that. Because as soon as you publish a prototype, you'll get the embed code right there. So put it in your portfolio, get those jobs, have the paper roll in.
And that's what happens.
Oh yeah. All right. Caitlin, thank you. Ooh, yes, Kathy, so thank you. We try to give out different things like each week and mix it up. We've given out stock photos, Adobe stock photo credits. We have a hovering art director that we've given out. Of course, Creative Cloud. We've done lots of different giveaways, so yes.
So it's kind of a quick page on the landing. I really wanted to use the logo which was submitted and which we chose as the winner. Just really quick landing. Sign up, sign in. Usually there would be some legal text, really small one as well. Image again of this is my friends, meet us from Holland, their family. So I just felt like the image works really nice just because there's enough space around it. Mm-hmm. Logo fits, give it a little bit of a...
Has a nice flow to it, you know.
You know, it's kind of this blur here just gives it depth. So it shows exactly what the app is, made for.
Has the same tone as the other photos too, which is nice. Yeah.
So those are the screens we have. Well, I can prototype it really quick. We have 3 minutes.
We're gonna hook up the spaghettis.
You
You could do the whole artboard too if you wanted to. But yeah, you can take the buttons, whatever you want to do. We're gonna hook up the spaghettis now. Caitlin, you added a few buttons to your design. Publish prototype. Do it. Yes, Arthur, I agree. Hooking up that spaghetti. Going from one page to the next.
So this is what we have. Sign in, you get to this page. Kind of cards. Calendars right here, all your events, everything coming up. One thing I should have marked also what's today. Would be another identify, but maybe later.
Isn't the date the 16th? Is that what that's identifying? That's what's showing
my idea was this is what you clicked on.
Okay,
and
cool.
as you click, those events with cards with events come in. So like orange one, which means there's something during this day. Yellow, for some other category, the national days or whatever, on my birthday, maybe everybody can have marked that day. Then we have a shopping experience, kind of a Apple Store maybe feel to it a little bit, where horizontal scroll, some elements you can see. This is a purchasable, but overall I think we got our idea for the app, direction, we got some styling done as well.
That's good, man.
It was fun.
Looks fantastic. I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now I need to go home, finish it, find any iOS developers in town.
You're looking for investors too, if anybody's out there wants to invest in the app.
I'm open for discussion.
Yeah.
Because it's huge. It's going to be huge, you know it.
I think so. I mean, come on now. Who isn't a parent? Let's wrap it up. Thank you so much, Lex Valishvili. Thank you, my friend. Everybody give him a warm thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you.
Good times.
It was fun.
Daniel Musa up next with Michael Shays, who's right there. Michael, get on over here. Stay tuned, everybody. Stick with us.
It's going to be fun.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.